Hello, good evening, everybody. 4 seconds to go. Hey, good evening, Tim. Can you hear me, Tim?
Loud and clear.
Ah,
Really
there we
clear.
go. There we go. Ah, fantastic. We'll just give everybody about a minute or two just to hop on. I see a lot of people coming on now. But first of all, just from my side, I'd like to say Happy New Year to everybody, and may you have the best 2026 ever. I don't know if you guys I've felt some shift. I don't know what it is. Normally, it takes a little while to kick into the new year, but this year we seem to be starting off with a bang, and I can feel there's definitely a frequency shift. Things are shifting. I think 2025 and 2024, we were doing a lot of foundational stuff, and I think we're ready for massive growth in 2026. Things are definitely going to shift. A lot of things have fallen into place, as we all know. End of last year, we launched Complan 2.0. Now the dust is starting to settle. We can see a lot of people ranking up, all the excitement, and people are starting to understand the Complan, which is really cool. And anybody that's on the call that doesn't know, you can go onto the YouTube channel and watch the Complan 2.0 training I did. So that's all in place, which is really awesome. And then, and then this year we shifting things up a little bit. I'm not going to let any cats out the bag, but we've got exciting things lined up for 2026. Been working very closely with Sean and Tim, and we putting some really exciting little things with a twist. So we're twisting things around a little bit in 2026. So very, very exciting times ahead. So yeah, you know what? I thought that everything was going to kick in going into next week. I thought I was going to ease into this year, and yeah, everything's just gone absolutely crazy. But guys, can you believe that we're already in 2026? Guys, how fast did last year go? I mean, that was just absolutely insane how quickly it went. So last year was the year of the snake. This year we're going into the year of the horse. Anybody that understands the Chinese zodiacs, it means it's a fast-paced year. That's what it means. We're going into a fast-paced year this year. So we've got to strap on, put our safety belts on, and get ready for an exciting ride. So I think we're going to kickstart in about 30 seconds. We've got 44 people on the call. There we go. We passed the 39. I'm always happy when we pass 39 people on a call. X39. So nice to see all the faces on the call. Mary Lynn, good to see you. Nico, Freeman, Robin, Beverly, Sandy, Jackie, Brenda. Kent, your testimony last night after the call was just absolutely mind-blowing. And then, Margot, spoke to you yesterday, met you for the first time. We were kind of like I was having lunch with Sean. Tim phoned Sean. You were on the call. We ended up chatting to you. And I heard your testimony, got your testimony. I'll put it out onto the group later today. What a beautiful testimony from you guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Amazing. Right place, right time. That was completely unplanned that you ended up meeting me with Tim and Sean yesterday. So that was really, really cool. Okay, so without any further ado, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Chris, and welcome to tonight's call, which is going to be a little bit different, bit of a twist. This is the beginning of 2026, and normally we've all heard of people talk about setting your goals and doing goal setting for 2026. I'm sure we've all done the old SMART system, and we've all gone on different courses and everything. And I have personally myself, I have done goal setting. I do goal setting. And trust me, when you do it properly, you will see magic happen. So I spoke to Tim on Monday, and tonight he's going to be sharing the 6 steps to creatively design your, which he's taken from his professional pointer coaching program. Tim is also a professional coach.
And thanks so much for putting your cameras on. We're starting our work and we're starting our networking and we're chasing people up and looking at our PV, and life is crazy and the phone's nuts and the dog needs washing and the kids need putting to bed. So what I want you to do is all play along. So what you're going to be playing along with is, everybody hold your right hand up 10 centimeters in front of your nose. Thumb and forefinger close together, pretending that you are holding a feather. Now, I've got a beautiful pink feather. You've got a virtual feather, an imaginary one. Holding that in front of your nose. What I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to let go of that feather, but you need to blow short, sharp breaths in and out your mouth to keep that feather floating above you. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to count you, and you're going to let go. Breathing in and out your mouth, you're going to keep that feather floating up and imagining that you've got it. Have we got it? Give me a thumbs up that you know what we're doing here. Excellent. All right, everybody. Thumb and forefinger. Hold that imaginary feather 10 centimeters in front of your nose. And I'm going to count you 3 to 1. You're going to let go of that feather and you're going to be blowing for 30 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Let go and blow. Come on. Freeman, let go of the feather. Put your hand down. You can't hold the feather and blow. Let's go. Blow. Breathing in and out your mouth. Inflate your belly. Move your belly. Let's go. Come on. Patcher, your feather's gone to the left. The left, Patcher. Patcher, mama. It's over the other side. Sandy, your feather's fallen down. Come on, blow. 10 seconds. You can do it. Go on, Chris. Come on. Let's go. Yvonne's jumped off. She's chasing a feather down the other side of the room. And take a deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath. Lift your arms up. And a big sigh. Congratulations. You've just all activated, you reactivated that nervous system. If you're wearing an X39, you're on fire right now. It's feeling it. Now you're controlled. Now you're focused. Now you've forgotten about everything else that's going on. And you're here and present. You've invested the time here. You've invested the time to come to me, come to hear me. So you're now attentive and you're ready. And as Chris said, have one of these. We're going to be doing something very different here tonight. So Chris, you're probably going to need to spotlight me for now. And where are we? So that everybody's got me loud and big on their screens. There we go. What we're going to cover tonight: why goal setting does not work. What does the law of attraction fit in things? 6 things people can do to achieve success. What successful people have and what they do that's in common. I'm going to be giving you a creative focus exercise right at the end as well. So it's going to be a takeaway for you to carry on this work afterwards, because it's great to be here and now in order to get this information. But it's not what you're doing with me that counts. It's what you do afterwards. It's what you do continuously that is going to ingrain it. So when I first started in network marketing back in 2008, I wasn't gray and I had hair back then. I had one of the best mentors in the world. My mentor then, and he's still my mentor now, is a wonderful gent by the name of Jim Rohn. Does anybody else know Jim Rohn? He used to speak to me every single day from CDs and from books, and he still does now. Give a thumbs up if you know Jim Rohn. I can't see you, but put in the chats a thumbs up or a 1 if you know Jim Rohn. Because if you don't have, there we go. Thank you, Addie, Stella, wonderful. If you're not sure who Jim Rohn is, write down his name. Here it is. I'm going to share it with you now. And go onto YouTube and just pick up some of his things. He was an amazing network marketing builder and a coach way back in the 60s, 70s. And he's coached so many people that you know on a daily basis. Robin Williams is one of them. So here we go. What he says is, success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. Now in red there, I added the word who. It was my adding in. I can't perfect Jim Rohn, but for what I want to talk about, it's not what you do or why you do it, but who you become as a result of doing it. So take that to heart. It's who you become as a result of doing whatever it is that you do in life. And when I started out in my network marketing game, I was having a look at what some of the big builders, the big business people around the world, your Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, Saul Kerzner's, Walt Disney's, just the people that are known in industry, and finding out what were they doing that made them successful. What did they do that I'm not doing that makes them successful and not me? So what do these people who are successful, even Chris, even Harvey, people in your network, what are they doing that you're not doing? And 99% guaranteed, effective goal achieving. They all have vision. I remember very clearly the first time that I really became aware of goal setting, and it was through network marketing company. It wasn't in business, it wasn't at school, it wasn't through my parents and family. And I heard this saying, do you want to live your life by design or by default? Now I thought at the time, okay, I've got a pretty good life. I've got a nice house, nice car, we go on holidays, I've got a bit of money in my pocket, not lavish. But if I've created this by default, imagine what is infinitely possible that I can achieve by creating it by design. So how do you design your life the way that you want to achieve it? It's called effective goal achieving, goal setting. That's what we're doing here tonight. Now, I may not know everything by any means. I'm still on my personal journey, but I've learned a lot of things over the last 18 years, and I'm going to share some of those with you this evening that will maybe reframe a little bit. See, back in 2008, I was retrenched. And the economies around the world, does anybody remember the economic state in 2008? It was pretty dire. I was retrenched. The world was crashing around me. That was the year of my rebirth. I was 36 in that year, but it became my year one. This is the year I started a consulting business in hospitality. I began network marketing. We bought my wife her own business. It was crazy things that we were doing there. It became the catalyst for me for that year. But there's one big saying that a mentor in the organization I was with at the time said to me. He says, when the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. When the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. I was all in. I thought, I got it. I can learn how to dream and the facts don't matter. I'm in. If that's the shortcut, believe me, I want to take the shortcut. So the mentor said, Tim, write down 30 things you want to do, have, and become. Anybody had that before? How far did you get? The reality is, you're networkers, you're network marketers. That's why you're here. But if we actually had to do a real poll, I'm telling you, it'd be less than 10% actually gone and done that. I got to 16. That was it. I couldn't get further. Where I was going to get 90 or 100 dreams and goals, things I want to do, be, have, become, I felt beaten, frustrated. I had no idea what was going on. I realized for the first time in my life that what is this all about? I got a 16. So why do we struggle with this? Why is something which should be innate, should be automated in us, dreaming? Why do we struggle with this? Why does this not work? These New Year's resolutions, whatever. But why? What can you do to understand that why it doesn't work to then change it to make sure it does work for you? Now, unfortunately, it starts from the age of 4. When you first go to school, preschool, and then 6, when you're sitting behind a desk for the first time, it's beaten out of us. To dream in school means you're a daydreamer. Pay attention. Stop looking out the window. That was me. My mom, a few years ago, found all my report cards when she was cleaning out her house. And Chris is going, yeah, me as well. And you read all of them from grade whatever it was to grade whatever else. If Tim concentrated more in class, if Tim stopped looking out the window, it was boring. They beat us out of it. Dreaming and dream building is not taught at school. And it's very rarely taught at home, unless you're a network marketer. Then you do. You're taking this to your family. I'm 54. My parents were post-Second World War kids. And there's many people on the call a bit older. You would have had that as well. Survival was their focus, not dreaming. There was no dreams about houses and cars and things. So no wonder my list was so short. My parents were never taught to dream. They were taught to survive. So they don't know how to dream. And yet here we come and say, write 30 dreams, goals and things. Oh, no, frustrating. So it's clear to me that the way forward became about goal setting, yet 99% of people never actually do it. And this fascinated me. I wanted to study and find out why. What is it that's missing? I was trying to work this dreaming thing out. I got to 16 and it grew. I didn't want to write there 50 countries to visit. I thought international travel, but I'd be cheating if I wrote down all of the list. But I get a little bit more imagination. I read books, went on seminars, not only within the network marketing organizations I've been involved with, but also outside of this, and learned a lot of things. One of them that's come up specifically in the last 2 decades as a result of the book called The Secret. Anybody here read The Secret? The Secret really, by Rhonda Burns, it really brought the law of attraction. There we go. Thanks, Ed. It brought the law of attraction into the sphere, into the environment of people. But there was a lot of people misunderstanding it, thinking all I got to do is now go sit underneath a tree and go, and think about my car, think about the money, and hey, there's my car. Not quite. But understanding law of attraction and what it actually means was very difficult for me. I was a corporate guy. I ran businesses. I'm a realist. I know this is a pen because it's a pen. I write with it. I worked hard for it. I went to the shop and I bought it. Now you're telling me that this is energy? What are you talking about? Things are created from energetic space. So I became a student of this, became a student of energy and vibrations and feelings, which became essential parts in shaping the experiences of designing the life that I wanted. Like attracts like. Positive attracts positive. Negative experiences are going to attract more negative experiences unless you turn a negative experience into a positive experience. This is energy, this is vibration. So according to the law of attraction, everything in the universe, including our thoughts and our emotions, carry a specific energy frequency. Now, these energetic frequencies create vibrations that interact with the frequencies around us. We know about energy and frequency here. I have a meeting with Chris and we're talking, and Chris has got an Aeon in his hand when he's talking to people. Did you know that? If he's prospecting, he's got an Aeon in his hand. Energy, vibration. So take it to a deeper level. Your positive thoughts, your positive emotions create, more positive thoughts and positive emotions. Negative thoughts, negative emotions create, you've got it. So the law of attraction emphasizes the conscious choosing and cultivating the position of feelings to attract the experiences that you want. To attract the dreams and goals into your life, you need to focus on how it makes you feel. Who here has a dream car? You want to upgrade your car. You have achieved amazing levels. The money's coming in. You've hit those $5,000 a week. You are director. Chris has done this. I know that. He shared his story about buying his car. So what I want you to do for a moment is dream about that car. Visualize that car. Put that car in front of your mind right now. Put your pen down. Sit comfortably. Lean back on your chair or wherever you are. Put your arms next to you. I want you to close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Slow, deep in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow out through pursed lips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have that picture of that car and breathe in through your nose. Visualize yourself walking up to that showroom floor. Blow out. That car's sitting there waiting for you. You walk into the showroom floor there. What color is the car? See that color. Put your hand out in front of you and touch the hood of that car. Feel that paint and just the sensation of that. It's got an energy about it, that clean car. Nobody's touched this. The polish, the metal. Go around to the driver's door. Open the door. Whether it's pushing a button, waving a hand, or holding that handle. Open that door. Hear that metal clunk, that solid clunk as it oozes open. It just... Climb into the seat. What is the seat made of? What leather is it? Is it soft? Is it plush? Is it a bucket seat? Is it a material? What's it made of? Sit back and just feel that seat just encapsulating your body. Now lift up your hands and hold the steering wheel. Feel that fresh leather. It's untouched. It's beautiful. It's genuine. It's real. Hold that steering wheel. How do you feel? Now reach your right hand down. Look for that button that says start. It's red. Press that button. Put your foot on the accelerator and feel the vibrations of the engine roars to life. Feel the vibrations going through the seat, through your feet, into your bones, and rev that engine. Now reach your hand out and turn on the radio. What song comes out? What song are you going to be playing when you drive your dream car off the showroom floor? That crisp sound, hear that Bang & Olufsen sound just vibrating through all 24 speakers. You feel it in your gut, you feel it in your soul, your mind, your body, and your heart. Notice how you feel. What is the sensations you're feeling right now? And when you're ready, open up your eyes and write down there or go onto the chats. How do you feel? What sensation did you feel when you're sitting in that dream car? Go on the chats. How do you feel? I feel successful. I feel proud. I feel alive. I feel invigorated. I feel proud. I feel fulfilled. I feel amazed. I feel spoiled. I feel joy. I feel excitement. Energized. Happy, Kate. Energized. Stella, thank you. Keep going. Grateful. Yes. Gratitude is one of the most amazing sensations of feeling of law of attraction. Keep typing that. You see, it's not the new car that you want. Keep going. Elevated. Oh, man, that's absolutely powerful. Like $1 million, says Beverly. It's not the new car that you want. It's how the new car makes you feel. After all, 100,000 Rand car and a 1 million Rand car, a $10,000 car and a $100,000 car does the same thing, get you from A to B. But you're not looking for that. You're looking for the sensation, the feeling of that higher vibration. All these words that you're sharing here are high vibrational feeling states. These are what you use to manifest, to bring about your goals and your dreams. It's how it makes you feel. Tony Robbins, in his book, 10 Days to Change Your Life, wrote, "We get what we focus on. What you focus on determines how you feel." Gretchen feels peace. Wonderful. So we need to learn to focus a little bit more. When you focus on where you want to go in life, everything around you is going to instantly start improving. Change what you're paying attention to will instantly take you from sad to happy, from meh to excited. Where are you putting your attention? Margot, excited. She's still climbing in her car. Margot, you can come out your car and come back to us now. Your focus also directly impacts the outcomes that you achieve. If you're currently succeeding in your career, in your network, in hitting your targets that you've set for yourself and getting to the next level, manager 1, manager 3, director, whatever level it is, your health, your relationships, it's because you're focusing on those areas. When you leave it to default, anything can happen. So when you get there, you can't complain because you aren't where you want to be when you leave it at default. So when you apply the focus, that's going to get you the result because now you're designing that life. So when we shift our focus, we shift our lives. And when you shift in your life, then you're going to create the direction that you want to go. So isn't it time you focused and created this plan so that you put you first? And how do we do this? How do we change our focus? By asking questions. The questions you ask yourself control what you focus on. Just the same way as when we're talking to our prospects and people, it's the questions you ask that leads the conversation in the direction you want to go. What do I want? Why do I want what I want? And how does what I want make me feel? How does it make me feel? Esther Hicks, she's a channeler, wrote an amazing book, Ask and It Is Given. One of the most inspiring and full books of lessons that I've ever read on law of attraction. She's a phenomenal law of attraction teacher. And from one of her exercises, there we go, Lisa says, I love that book. It's a powerful, it's the type of book I read once a year. It really helps you understand all of this about your energy state and the feeling. Now, in this book, Ask and It Is Given, she speaks about creative focus. And so from what I was reading there, I'm a guy who likes to be practical and create things. So I created the Creative Focus Worksheet, which is what I'm going to be gifting with you guys today. I'm going to be giving this to you. I'm going to share that just with you now. Please give the name of the book again. Ask and It Is Given. Here we go. I can do this. There we go. Esther Hicks. Esther and Abraham Hicks. Ask and It Is Given. Okay. Now, I mentioned to you that I'm going to share 6 things, so let's get climbing into it because I'm sharing a lot more than 6, actually. It should be 7 or 9, but you know what? I came up with 6, and so here we go. Let's get pen and paper ready. People who have success in common have 6 things in common that they do. I mentioned earlier on. Number 1, find what works and stick to it. That's what they do. Successful people find what works and they continuously repeat what works. It's the constant application and follow through that's key. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Getting to director or your next level is not something that's going to happen from today to tomorrow. You may jump quickly, but to maintain that level is a marathon. It's the consistency of continuously applying the one basic step over and over and over. Just like an athlete training for their bodies that run. It's that little bit more that you do every single day over and over and over. That's the athlete that wins the medal. So find what works and stick to it. Number 2, successful people know what they want and they break it down into manageable pieces. This is the system. The clearer the system, the clearer the results, the more likely you are to achieve it. At this point, successful people don't worry about how they're going to do it. How am I going to get there? Stops us. That means you're going into analysis mode. No. Overanalysis doesn't get you anywhere. So don't let the how trip you up. Just keep going on the basic steps. Number 3, ensure your goals are aligned to your values and purpose. You see, when you have goals, you need to make sure that what you're doing and what your values are aligned and connected. When you have this connection, your chances of fulfilling those goals is that much greater. If you've heard me do a presentation, when I talk about the company, I talk about values. My values are aligned to David Schmidt's. My values are aligned to LifeWaves. I've done other network marketing before. My personal values were not aligned. Disaster. Those are the expensive university fees. Know your values. Is the company, maybe you have a job, is the company that you're working for, their values, do they align to yours? Because if there's a disconnect, you will fail and you will likely burn out. That was my story in corporate in 2018. One of the big reasons why I hit burnout is my personal values were so far out of the business that I was running. It was that disconnect of who my nature is. Know your values. Number 4, successful people know why they want their goals and dreams. Only having the goal is not enough. Understanding your deep-seated reason why you want this keeps you on track when the going gets tough. When I first started network marketing and I started doing coaching and teaching, I was known as the why guy. The why guy. I was always asking, but why? But why? Yes, but why? No, I want money. He said, why do you want money? No, because my kids need security. But why is it important for your kids to have security? No, I want my kids to be able to have a good education. Why is it important for your kids to have a good education? Get down and understand your deep-seated reason why. Because when the going gets tough, and anybody who's achieved any form of success will tell you the going is going to get tough. You're going to need to go back to why you're doing this. So you can turn around and go, but I still know why I'm doing this. And as Chris has said, and his other teachers and people have spoken about and said, and Harvey said it as well many, many times, I don't care what they think. I know why I'm doing this. Number 5, successful people all have an accountability partner. Call it a coach, call it a mentor. You here, as part of the LifeWave team, have an accountability partner called your upline. Share your goals with them. They are like-minded to you. That's why they're here and doing what you're doing. They will support and encourage you. Never share your goals and dreams with somebody whose values is not like-minded like you are. They will destroy them. They say, get a realist. Don't be silly. Come on, don't be daft. They want to draw you back down to their level. Fear. If you're successful, you're going to be showing through your success that they are not. And people a lot don't want that. So share your dreams and goals with your accountability partner, with your upline. Those not on a growth path will not understand your mindset or what you're talking about. So don't even try. Be selective over who you share them with, but share them with the upline, your accountability partner. Number 6, they understand and focus on how achieving their goals makes them feel. Positive thoughts, positive emotions, creating positive things. So if you are on your laptop, grab your phone right now, get the camera up. I'm going to be sharing a QR code with you. For everybody else who's maybe on the phone or you don't like doing QR codes, in the chat, I've just dropped you a Google Drive link. There we go. You can scan that, or you can just click on the link and then come back to it later on, your choice. This is going to give you access to downloading the Creative Focus exercise. That's the exercise that I created after reading Esther Hicks' book. And this is what I'm gifting to you guys, part of my program, but it's my gift to you. And I'm going to run through what this means now, because it's going to help you get those things out of your head and onto paper. And Chris said pen and paper. He didn't say write, type it. He talked about this, the magic of the pen, never underestimate it. You're getting the understanding that I'm talking about is not the attainment of the goal that you seek, but the feeling that comes from having that goal. To get that goal, feel it first. Once you feel it, you're going to attract it. That's what the Creative Focus exercise is. It's going to help you break that down into 3 simple steps. Now, this is a process that you're going to be doing over time. It's not one you do this week for now. So do this over a 30-day, 60-day period. In this, you're going to be breaking down your goals and your focus in 4 main areas of your life. Now, you're welcome to swap one if you want to. You're focusing on my body, which is health, my home, my relationships, and my work. Your work would be your business, Lifeway, for example. Pen is mightier than the sword. That it is. Thank you, Lady Clayton. You're breaking down those 4 areas of your life, and in each of those, you're going to list 4 things that you desire. These are your goals. 4 reasons for each of these of why you desire that. And 4 feelings of how you're going to feel having achieved or attained each of those. So I'm going to just bring up on the screen here and run through what this actually looks like. There we go. All right. So this is what the sheet looks like that you're getting. And I've given you an example on here. So under example 1, you see it says here, my body, my home, my relationships, and my work. Yes, you can see that clearly. There we go. So number 1 would be, as an example, this is what I desire regarding my body. I want to lose 10 kilograms. Great. So you'd put that under 1A. The second, what is it that you desire regarding your home? So then this example, I want new kitchen cupboards. So under here, A, B, C, D, you're going to list 4 things that you desire for your home, 4 things for your body, 4 things for your relationship. I want to have more fun together, as an example. And then what you desire for your work, I want to make $5,000 per month passively. Right. So once you've listed 4 things for each of these areas, you're then going to break each one down individually. So regarding the body. So now write the reasons why you want each of these 4 for your body. For example, so 1A would be, I want to lose 10 kilos, and you'd write 4 things. Because I want to look good, because I want to feel healthier, or be healthier, because I want to be fitter, because I want to be more comfortable in my body. So you'll list 4 reasons why you want to lose 10 kilos. You come up with your own. And once you've done that for each of the 4 things that you've listed about your body, you then go, how is this going to make me feel? So I want to lose 10 kilos. I'm going to feel more confident. I'm going to feel more relaxed. I'm going to feel less stressed. I'm going to feel more energetic. You need to follow the desire, the why, and then the feel. You can't go from desire to feel. You have to understand why you want this to really understand the feeling. So for each of the 4 areas, you will then write 4 things for each of why you're doing it and how it's going to make you feel. It's that feeling sensation that you're after. So then you do your home. An example is the kitchen cupboards here. So why do I want new kitchen cupboards? Because I can store things better, because the kitchen will look better, because the kitchen will be less cluttered, because the old doors are falling off. So why do I want to have this kitchen cupboards? It's going to feel like I want to cook more. I'm going to feel more relaxed in my house. I'm going to feel proud about my kitchen. I'm going to feel happier that I'm taking care of my home. And you're doing this for each, where are we? There we go. You're going to do this for each of the 4 different areas: body, home, relationships, and work. This is a process. It's not something which you're going to just suddenly just jump over. But it's important that you go through each section and spend your time on it. So if you're sitting down and your mind's all cluttered and racing all over the place, wrong time. Do it when you've got some peace in the car. Maybe do some slow breathing in and out your nose to calm your nervous system and keep yourself nicely connected. And then start writing and see what comes out. Now, we may have some time for a bit of an exercise, actually. I think we do. So, should we play, Chris, should we play a little game here? What do you reckon? Are we up for a game? Yeah? Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. All right. We've got the time for a game because we've got till 9 o'clock, right? We've got a bit of time here. Excellent. I love doing, I'm so pleased we got the time here. If I rushed through, then it was the reason for doing this. So my last slide, and then I'm going to turn my slides off here. Back to the late, great Jim Rohn, where he says, if you want things to change, you have to change. If you want things to get better, you have to get better. Better words have never been spoken. So you're ready to start living your life by your design or by default? So get creative as you look back on a successful 2026. And that's all we're going to be doing now in this little game. I'm going to get back onto my full screen over here. I want to see everybody now. We're going to play a game, and what this requires, this is 3 steps to this game. And everybody's going to participate. If you can put your camera on, please do put your camera on, because I'm going to show you. Ooh, hang on, I've still got Jim Rohn in front of me. Let me just turn Jim Rohn off. There we go. There we go. Hello. Now, this is an activator exercise. Now, what many people don't know is I'm a breathwork alchemist. So when I'm dealing with corporates and high-stressed people, I use breathwork as the catalyst to create an emotional change of state of people. And I'm going to give you a massive boost in helping you get more creative in your mind so that you can find unique dreams and goals that you maybe have never even thought of before. Now, to do this, you're going to get your pen. Let's get my timer up here. What you're going to do is for 30 seconds, write 1 goal or 2 goals, whatever comes up, that you have already achieved in 2029. Where are we? 2026, not 2029. Imagine for a moment that it is December 2029. 11 months, call it 12 months down the line. What is the greatest goal that you have achieved so far this year? You've got 30 seconds. I want you to write down absolutely anything that comes to mind. Go. What is your greatest goal you've achieved this year? Write. And if you can't think of anything, write, I can't think of anything. You need to get out your head. Five seconds. And stop, pens down. All right, now we're going to breathe. We're going to activate and awaken. I do this exercise to get people out of their heads so that then now you're actually better awake, where stress and anxiety aren't a restriction anymore. So this is what you do. Pen down, sitting comfortably. You're going to be doing an activator breath. You did one right at the beginning when we blew the feather and I got your attention because you forgot about all the stresses for the day, didn't you? So this time you're going to be doing short, sharp breaths, but deeper breaths in and out your mouth. But you're also going to use your body a little bit as well because I want you to inflate your lungs. When you breathe in, make sure your belly goes out. And you're going to be breathing like this. We're going to be doing, let's see, let's just do 6 of them. You may get a little bit lightheaded, that's fine. And after 6, you're going to sit calm for a moment. Then we're going to do 6 more of them. And then you're going to sit calm for a moment. And then you're going to do 6 more. And after that, I'll give you your next instruction. Now, if you can't keep up with me, please don't overdo it. If you are pregnant, just go a little bit easier. We don't want suddenly an early pop out. If you've had surgery recently as well, just go gently. But if you can breathe fully and completely, do so. Inflate the lungs, activate the diaphragm, and really get your body hyper-oxygenated. And if you are wearing any X39s or patches which are really getting you going, you're going to get an extra boost on this one. Okay, I'm going to count you in. You 3, 2, 1, you let your air out. And 3, 2, 1. Now breathe, let's go. And one more. Now just sit peacefully for a moment. If you're feeling a little bit of a buzz in your head already, that's cool. A little bit lightheaded. And 3, 2, 1, let's breathe. Inflate, really open up. And one more. Let your breath out. Wow, Robin's really going for it here, and so is Beverly. Love it. Just sit calm. Ooh, I'm standing up, so I'm getting a little bit lightheaded. Just embrace the energy and the oxygenated blood that's flushing all over your body. And we're going to do 1 more of these. And 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Nice and full and big, and inflate your belly. And 1 more in, and take a deep one, lifting your arms all the way up, lifting, 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 and drop and let it go. Now, pick up your pen. It is December 2026. You've had the most amazing year. You've achieved all these dreams and goals. For 30 seconds, write down what have you achieved in 2026. Write it. Go. Thinking doesn't work. Write. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and pens down. All right, well done. Thank you for playing along. Now, I want you to have a look at what you first wrote and then what you wrote next. And we all know each other here. So if you've noticed something remarkably different the second time, just raise your hand quickly and share with us. Robin, unmute yourself. What did you notice that was remarkably different the second time?
The first one was about me. The second one is about other people.
Wow. And when you wrote about other people, did something unique come up that maybe you haven't even thought of before? Really?
Not specifically. It just kind of made me focus more on the direction that I want to go this year with LifeWave.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Love it. Love it. Aubrey, you raised your hand. Thanks for sharing, Robin. You unmute yourself there. Nope, you haven't unmuted. I don't know if we've got a signal challenge.
Aubrey, I asked you to unmute, so you just push the little button. Yeah. Just press the button.
And if somebody else would like to share, has noticed a remarkable difference in the second time for the first after Aubrey's done this. Does anybody else want to share?
Okay, I'm on it now.
Excellent. Aubrey, please do share.
Okay, the first time I write down all the try the messages that I was busy with the last week and so on, and the second time I thought about more about the business and what is the planning for the business in the next month to get people for meetings and so on. I think the first one I concentrate more on myself, and the second one more around all the people around and the big business. Yeah.
Has that helped you to understand the direction that you want to go when you're now putting this down on paper like that? Yes.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
It helps a lot. And,
wonderful.
Appreciate. Yeah.
Great, Aubrey. Somebody else like to share?
Open my mind.
Helps with the mind. Yeah, the mindset. Yeah. Who else would like to share? One more person. Pachamama. And we've got time. Nico, we'll do you as the next one, my friend. Pachamama, please unmute.
The second time, it was simpler and more in it, but I just shrunk everything instead of it being so drawn out and too many words. It was just simpler.
Did anything unique come up, or did you end up by writing more things?
I wrote more things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Nico.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. So for me, actually, the first time I wrote down, it was complicated. So I had a whole long sentence with no real direction. So it's like wishy-washy. And then the second time, it was just one word that came up. And I think I'm going to work towards that word really, really hard this year.
Okay. Now, you can't tell us one word and then not share what it is. We're going to go, what's the word? Okay, what's the word?
For me, it's freedom, but freedom on all levels.
Right. So right. What do you do next with that word now? What's next?
That's the washy part, like which way, which part, because there's like levels to freedom, you know?
Okay.
So, but yeah, freedom is the word.
Freedom's the word. Now, if I could share with you a very strategic activity that you could do that will help you unpack that, would you be interested?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Everybody else, don't listen. This is only for Nico. Okay. Okay. If you've got something like this, if you've got something like that, Nico, you're going, yeah, freedom, but there's so much complexities to it. Here's what you do. You get 3 pages, blank pages, but full A4 pages, lined if you want, no problem. You get your pen. In a quiet time, you've got no disturbances. You write, what does freedom feel like to you? But you write for 3 pages. Not 4, not 2, not 1. You write for 3 and you don't stop till you come to 3. And if you don't know what to write, still write, I do not know what to write. And this would go for anything. When you're talking about your dreams and your goals, it's also done as a future vision statement. So you can do it, I am in this, it is December, and you start there December 2026. Or you can just write, freedom, what does it mean to me? And just write. The reason why this is so powerful is, and thanks, Nick, I appreciate you sharing, my friend, and look forward to sharing. So one of the reasons why what we've just done is so powerful is you've gotten out of your conscious thinking mind. Prefrontal cortex. And you've started to access a deeper consciousness, a deeper state. Now, when you're taking pen to paper for 3 pages, you're going to start writing consciously. Now, consciously, we only use 5% of our brain power is conscious. 95% is unconscious or subconscious or superconscious, whichever one you want to look at. So when you're sitting there in the first exercise, you're writing down consciously what your ego tells you you want to achieve. It's what somebody else has told you before, what you've read, what you've heard, what somebody else has said. It's in your conscious thinking mind. Once you get out of your conscious thinking mind, and one way you do it is breath work, is what you've done. The other way is when you're writing 3 pages. You see, after page 1, your conscious mind's going to go, I give up. I don't know what else there is. I'm done. And then it hands over to the subconscious. That's where your magic lies. It's in your subconscious. 3 pages, not 2, not 1. I had a client who said to me, Tim, I got so scared at the end of page 2. I didn't know what to write. I didn't know what was going to come up. I stopped. And I said, then pretend you're going to write 5, but stop at 3. So she did, and it was amazing. So there we go, extra bonus, but only for Nico. No one else must do it. Okay, all right, good. It's been amazing playing with you. Thank you so much. I've shared with you a little bit more. We had the time. I hoped we were going to be able to do that. What you've demonstrated is that sometimes we can get so stuck in our head. You panic when you're going to make that phone call, the heaviest thing in the world. You're driving to meet somebody for a coffee and you know that they're a good quality person. They've got a DR in front of their name. And you start freaking out a little bit, but what are they going to think? What do they say? Stop and breathe. Get out of your head. Because the answer is not from your conscious thinking mind. You need to get access to higher states, whatever you want to call it. But it's not done from here, it's done from here. And breathing will get you there. So Chris, thank you very much for the invitation. I've enjoyed playing with you all. Please have a go at the creative exercise that I've shared with you. And I look forward to being part of our journey as we all grow together through the year. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Back over to you, Chris.
Wow, Tim, thank you. Thank you. Look at this. I've been writing down here like you have no idea. And, this is somebody that's done many goal-setting exercises before. And this is different. It's with a twist. There's certain ways of doing it, and there's certain ways of improving. And I love what you said right at the end there is, 5% is your conscious mind, 95% subconscious, and what comes through. Just personally, when we wrote those things down, and then we did the breathing exercise, and then I wrote down as well, it was different. It was more for me, and similar to like what Robin said as well. The second time I wrote it down, it was more about other people. And when Robin said that, I was like, oh my goodness, you as well. So it just shows you what happens. And, combination of so many different things. And guys, it works. And you're talking from somebody who's been there, done that, got the T-shirt. A lot of you guys know 3 years ago, we were back against the wall. We completely ran out of money. Anybody knows what that feels like? Different stages in your life. Yeah. Didn't even have money to put petrol in the car. And I knew exactly what car I wanted to get. And I knew what time frame I wanted to get it. And I'm so glad Tim spoke about the exercise of the car, because when we did that exercise, guys, I could smell the leather. I don't know about you guys, but I smelt the leather. It is so real. And I wrote it down, but you've got to be so specific. Guys, when we're talking about the color, don't deviate. The model. But all the cars have got different models. And, you've got to also be specific. It's like, I wanted exactly the 2.8 diesel Toyota Fortuner, this color, and I knew exactly what I was looking for. And when I made the decision, said, okay, I'm now ready. I did the search, and a lot of white ones are coming up and silver ones are coming up, right price, right mileage. But I didn't budge, guys. I didn't budge. I wasn't going to take second best. And it was on a Thursday night, and I decided, let me have one more quick look. Now I went onto Auto Trader, and bam, there it was. The gunmetal gray Fortuner, exactly what I was looking for, right? Price, right? Everything. Yes, I sent a message. I got a phone call at 8:15 on the Friday morning, and it was also close down the road to me. And I said to the guy, is it still available? He said, yes, it is. I said, can I be there in half an hour? He said, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I hopped in the shower. I flew there, got there. got in the car, and that feeling that Tim talks about when you press that button, just started perfectly, got in the car, took it for a drive. It was like, exactly. So you get back, and he said, the sales guy says, so what do you think? I'm like, it's not the right question to ask somebody that's like hot, ready to buy. He should have said, what did you like most about the car? But anyway, he was a youngster, had a lot to learn. I just said to him, I'll take it. So he goes, sorry, what? What about talking Chinese? I said, I will take it. In other words, I would like to buy the car. He goes like, now. I went, no, next week. No, I want the car now. He was like, okay, right. And he's like, it's fumbled because I was the first person that he contacted. I was the first person that got there, and I said, I'll take the car. So the salesman was a bit like flustered there. So he said, right, let's go to the finance department and let's get the car. We'll see, get the finance sorted. I said, no, give me your banking details. He said, sorry, what? I said, give me the banking details. I'm going to do an EFT. This dude's face, I think he went pale, he went white. He said, you mean like in the bank, transfer money now? I said, yes, I'm buying the car cash. He goes, oh, right, okay. Off we go. Did the paperwork, quickly phoned Nedbank, raised the limit, paid cash. I collected the car on the Wednesday. Guys, let me tell you, if anybody's sitting on this call right now, if you've never had the opportunity of buying a car cash, there is nothing that beats that feeling. As Tim was talking about, it's the feeling. What does it feel like? It feels like freedom, Nico. That's what freedom feels like. Because I don't have to pay Bankfin or Westbank or Stanley or whatever. I don't have to pay them 5 years to pay the car off and pay them 2.5 times with the interest. You kill that interest and you own the car. You own it. And my wish for every single person, all 72 people on this call this evening, my wish for you is to experience what I experienced a year and a bit ago when I went to go buy my Toyota Fortuner cash. You guys have seen it. I've even personalized the number plate. My number plate is X39. So yeah, people see the X39 mobile driving everywhere. And when I made that decision that that's the car I wanted, I didn't have the money, guys. I didn't have the money. I didn't know where or how. I didn't know, but I knew why. And I knew the time frame that I wanted to get it done. You put that in place, the how is automatically going to follow. And in the time frame that I did it, is the same time frame if you've just started LifeWave, if you're brand new on this call, and you've only been part of LifeWave for a month or two, and you're just understanding everything, going through the ranks, you put that before the end of the year and go into that car dealership and be specific, guys, exactly what it is that you want. And you go into that car dealership at the end of this year, before 2026 is finished. You go take that car for a drive and you say to the salesman, give me your banking details. There's no better feeling in the entire world. And that's my wish for every single one of you. Tim, thank you for that reminder. And it just linked so nicely in what you were speaking about tonight. So thank you, Tim. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time out. And watch the airwaves, watch the groups. We've got some nice twists and changes in the lineup coming up for 2026. Got some very exciting times. And Tim, everybody, when I put Tim's recording out of the presentation, I got so many replies during the day today. Tim, again, thank you for the most beautiful presentation that you did last night. It was on another level. I'm keeping that video recording for when somebody asks me for a presentation. I'm sending you, Tim, not me. You did a better job than me.
We'll just sort out that you can see me in the little corner in the next one. And then I think Wednesday I'm doing another one. So fine-tuned as you're always doing. And thanks, Chris, for putting so much time. And guys, you don't know how many hours it goes in for Chris to actually put these slides and presentations together. There's a lot of work that he's doing behind the scenes there to make the slides and flow and the dynamics. There's a psychology behind it, if you didn't know. And it's a lot of backwards and forwards. So thanks to Chris for all that effort that he's doing for all of us. Really, it's appreciated as well. Huge thank you.
Oh, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, from our side, Good night. God bless. So awesome seeing you all. See you on the Zoom soon and see you in your town soon to give you guys the biggest hug ever. Can't wait. Love you guys. Mwah. Good night, everybody.
Cheers, good night, everyone. Thanks for playing.
All right. Pleasure. Thanks, Tim. Thank you.